Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Douce or Douce palette from Juvia's place. So if you'd like to see what I do, just keep on watching. Okay, some quick little updates. I do want to start the 100 Days of Makeup Challenge. Hopefully, I have two previously filmed videos to this one. It is the Elsa palette from ColourPop, and then another of my Black Zodiac looks. Then there will be this one, and then another Black Zodiac look this week. Right now, the date is April 20th, 420. So hopefully this video will be going up this week. I'm going to try editing all 4 videos and putting them up this week. And then starting on Friday, I think I want to start the 100 Days of Makeup Challenge. I will be filming most of them on here. For the regular makeup looks, it'll just like be more focused on the eyes so that I do have time to film every single day. On Saturdays, I probably won't be filming for YouTube, but I will be doing like a mini little like tutorial for TikTok. And I just like photo dumped a bunch on my Instagram so I could try catching up by the end of the week so I could start posting every single day there for that. And yeah, so I just wanted to quickly tell you guys that. And now I'm just going to jump right in to the tutorial for this. Oh, we also got a new puppy, so hopefully I could kind of film almost straight through without having to take too many breaks because of him. He's kind of like, I mean, my kids are here, so they could keep him company, but he's like not 100% potty trained yet, and you know, all that lovely stuff. So I'm going to start off by taking the shade Creme, which is the shade right here, and I'm just taking a Wet n Wild blending brush. That palette does not have a mirror, so I'm just using a ColourPop mirror for this. And sorry for my wonky hair right now. I don't know what's going on with it. But I'm going to run this into my crease. Okay, now I'm going to take the shade Custard from that same palette, and I'm going to be taking the same brush and dipping into that. Then I'm going to run it into my crease as well. That is my son. Okay, now I'm going to take the shade Chocolat, I believe that's how you say it. And I'm going to take a smaller blending brush. This is the Luxie 237 blending brush. It's a much thinner blending brush. I'm going to tap into that. Now I'm going to run this into my crease as well, just not as high, and I'm going to slowly build it up because it is such an incredibly dark shade. Tedious process to build it up so it doesn't get too dark, but right now I'm just really lightly going in the crease to blend it. Okay, now before I focus more on like cutting my crease or whatever like that, because I do want to add some concealer on the bottom after I do my lower lash line, I'm going to do my lower lash line. I'm going to start off with the shade Berry Mousse, which is this tan shade right here. And I'm taking an eyeshadow brush from e.l.f. This is kind of like a flat, shorter yet somewhat fluffy brush. Okay, now I'm going to run this on my lower lash line. Okay, Okay, now I'm going to take the shade Crepes, which is that warmer toned brown. And I'm taking the same brush, and I'm going to run this onto my lower lash line as well. And then I'm going to take that Chocolat shade right here. Same brush. I'll be very careful with where I'm placing it and how heavy of a hand I'm using. Okay, so I just realized the entire time I was not filming, so I'll just have to show you on this eye, even though I just did it on this eye. But you could see how hooded my eyes are and how the concealer is showing up, but not a lot. I also have tapered inner corners. That means the skin right here pulls straight down instead of connecting to like the bridge of my nose. So what I tend to do is I tend to pop concealer right here, which is closer to the nose. I mean, if your eyes are closer together, this might make them look even closer together, so it might not be something you want to do, but this is just something that I do. And then you can keep your eye relaxed and kind of just map out where you want it and then connect it together. I can't do that trick where you put it on your lid and then look up, because it will just be in the fold of my eye and not anywhere else. And then you just want to connect. And then drag the rest of your concealer onto your lid to clean it up. And then for the lower lash line, what I did, you could already see here how this eye looks kind of more open than this eye because the concealer I have laid down, so it kind of like opens the eye a little more. So what I do is I just squint a little, and not bringing it all the way to the bottom curve of my eye, but kind of like an upside down cut crease, if you will. And just place it where I want it to be. Okay, now that I have that complete, I'm going to take the shade... I'm going to take the shade Puffs. Why not? And I'm going to take a different flat shadow brush. This is just a dual-ended brush from Profusion, I think. And I'm going to wet it. Then taking that shade Puffs, I'm going to put it on the inner like corner and like third of my lid. That's very, very beautiful, my goodness. Okay, now I'm going to take the shade... Okay, this doesn't say macaroons. I thought it said macaroons, but it's like macarons. Because I know... Doesn't it normally have two O's for macaroons? I don't know. Macaroons, macarons, I'm not sure. But I'm going to take the other side of that same brush, and I'm going to use that shade and place it right next to this one, more so in the center, right here. That's very pretty too, oh my goodness. And then when it comes to shimmers, I'm going to dip back into the Puffs shade and tap where those colors meet. This is how I like to blend shimmers. I like to tap, go back and forth and tap them together and where they actually meet. And so I'll go back into macaroons, tap, 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 tap. Puffs one more time. And then for me, at least, I mean, I think it looks more blended when I do it this way, to be honest. I think that looks like it blends in very nicely to each other, so yeah. Now I'm taking that brush I used my concealer on and I'm going to wet it. And then I'm going to take the shade Mont Blanc, I don't know, Mont Blanc, and I'm going to use that for the outer portion here. Why is that looking way lighter than I thought it was going to? Let me grab a different brush actually, because I'm afraid that concealer is messing with that. Wow, this is like a weird shade. It's like super reflective and not like, doesn't have like a super dark base color like I was anticipating, which is kind of strange. But we're gonna make it work. Okay, and same thing, I'm just going to go back into the shade Macarons. And then tap, 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 tap. But since these colors are somewhat like similar, they're blending a lot faster, so I don't feel like I have to do too much to it. And then I am going to go in with the brown to blend that better, obviously. Okay, now I'm going to take the small detail brush and I'm going back into this shade Chocolat. And before I deepen up the outer corner, I am going to define the crease more. Just bringing this right in between where the shimmer and the mattes are and defining the line. Now, I don't know if you could tell on camera, but you could see how more defined this looks compared to this. And then I'm going to take this defining eyeshadow brush from Beauty Accents, taking this shade Chocolat. Really build up the outer corner here. Kind of brush it into that shimmer as well. And then using that, what was that shade called? Mont Blanc. Taking just a little of that on my brush. And tap, tap, tap. Okay, then the shade I have yet to use from this palette, which I'm going to use for my lower lash line, is the shade Tarte. And I'm going to take this flat shadow brush. This has a really nice pinky looking reflect to it. And I'm going to place this on the lower lash line. Okay, and then taking my detail brush again, I'm going to define that shade Chocolat on the lower lash line here. Very, very lightly, because I don't want it to be too harsh of a line. You could see the difference. And then just using this, I'm going to also deepen up the very outer corner and blend it into that shade. Okay, I'm going to quickly do this under eye, and then I'm going to line my eyes with the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, I believe. And then I'm going to go into a pair of Alicia lashes in the style Dubai, throw those on, and I will be right back. Okay, now that I have that done. This is what the eyes are looking like. Thoughts on the palette really quick. I am in love. The only shade that was slightly different to expectations was Mont Blanc, because I thought, like, if you look in the pan, it looks like it's going to be like a dark green base, but it's like way icier than any of the other shimmers, which is kind of strange, but you know, whatever. It's still pretty. And yeah, so I'm going to quickly finish off my base. I'm going into the Pure Cosmetics Mineral Glow Bronzing Powder. And I'm going to take my LMR Cosmetics Complexion Brush for this. Okay, next I'm going to contour with the Wet n Wild Contour Palette in Dulce de Leche. And I'm taking this crown brush to do that with. Or no, maybe a different brush. What are you? Okay, I'm going to take my Luxie Precision Foundation brush for this. Dip into that. Use that to carve out my cheeks and my jaw. Okay, now I'm going to go into the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in the shade Pearlescent Pink. And I'm going to take my Royal Nine Nickel Moda flat top brush here, and dip into this, and pop it on my cheeks. Feeling very, very pink today. For the cheeks. Well, blushing right up to my eyeshadow. A little on the nose. Maybe a bit on the chin. I forgot to film this just now. Awesome. But I went into the Too Faced like highlighter in the shade Canary Diamond. Put it on my cheekbones, cupid's bow, tip of my nose, bridge of my nose. You know. Okay, now finally for lips, I'm going to go into the Jordana Sweet Cream Matte Liquid Lip Color in the shade Molten Chocolate Cake. And I'm going to put this all over my lips. Okay, so I never do like a ponytail in my hair in general because I get headaches fairly easily from my hair being up that high. But I did a high ponytail today. I don't know if I love it or hate it. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like an 80s vibe almost. Like, I don't know, it just kind of went that way. But yeah, this is the final look. Once again, here are the eyes. And yeah, I really like the palette. I do recommend this one. Like, seriously, there was like nothing wrong with any of the shades. And yeah, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already, or if you want to. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.